I was supposed to post this video back in December. I was actually kind of working on it. I took a nice break from just everything and just focused on spending time with my family, spending time with my friends, and spending time with Stephanie. And I'm gonna say it was definitely worth it. And as soon as I got back, it was like, you know, a ton of work. We're already a week into January and I haven't, you know, and I'm just now like getting to it just to kind of give you guys a time frame of everything. This video took place like throughout all November. This is actually going to be the first part of like November's diary. I just wanted to dedicate this first part to the fashion mixer and the preparation and the behind the scenes, and I just kind of wanted to talk about everything. Now, like as you saw in the video and like the diary, the visual diary of the fashion mixer, we pretty much did all of the preparations ourselves. We prepared the drinks, we prepared the food plates, we set up the venue or the event space that we hosted at, and thankfully I have an amazing group of friends that all contributed to it. Huge shout out to my friend Andrew. He's the one who owns the studio that we hosted the event in, and he was so awesome to allowing us to use the space and like not charge us a ton of money because I wouldn't have been able to afford it. And also huge shout out to my friend Nico. He's the one who like set the vibe and played the music during this during the fashion mixer, and he just killed it. And also just a huge shout out to everyone that attended, and you know, if you're watching now, I'm really thankful that you guys came, and I hope that you know, I heard back from a lot of you and you guys seem to really enjoy the event, and that's what kind of drives me. I'm gonna be honest with you, I did not make any money off of it. I actually ended up coming out of my own pocket to kind of cover some additional costs that came up during the event, but I'm happy with the results. I'm so happy that we were able to kind of establish an event, a space, a community around fashion in Orlando, and I know that there isn't really much of that here. So I think that the event was a really good idea. Everyone really seemed to appreciate like the whole concept of the event and the whole concept of this fashion community. I'm excited to continue hosting these events, which at the end of this video I'm going to give you guys some more information about that. Going back to what I was saying before I just went off, but Stephanie and I made all of the preparations. We set up the event space, we made all of the food dishes, we did the drinks, we set up everything. Down the line I'd like to have some help for that, but just like to start out with, it had to be us because we were just really on a budget. We wanted to make sure that we were able to provide something that was affordable and something that's convenient for everyone. And although the event was like the location of the event was a little bit out of the way for some of the people, because most people live in Orlando and the event was in Sanford, which if you guys aren't from Florida, Sanford and Orlando, they're like 45 minutes from each other. So there were people who came all the way from Tampa, which Tampa is 2 hours from Sanford. Some people drove from Claremont, which was an hour from Sanford. So, and I just thought that was amazing. Like, that just means a lot to me because it shows that there are people who really want to be part of that community. So hopefully for the next event, we are going to be able to do it a little bit closer and more in a more central area to Orlando. Our goal for this event was 20 RSVPs, and by the day of the event, we actually ended up with 50 RSVPs. So we like way surpassed our goal for how many RSVPs and people wanted to show up for this event, which I was so thankful for and like happy about. Initially wanted to do this group activity where I just separated everyone into small groups of people of like maybe 5 or 6, and then just have people go around introducing themselves, kind of like an icebreaker activity, which we did not end up doing because I kind of sat there and I saw that everyone was so focused and so locked into their conversations that I did not want to like interfere with that. So I just let it happen, you know. I just let people talk, and at one point we did a few speeches. So I did a speech that I wrote it on a piece of paper, and I literally read it off of the piece of paper just because I'm so bad at memorizing things. Or it was cool. I spoke from the heart, which is important, and I talked a little bit about the like community and what community means to me and what community can mean to them, and how having like a community of like-minded people is so important to kind of help you get to that next level, because you never know who might be part of your group or who you might run into, who might be able to kind of get you into your next step of life. So that kind of just shows you, like, that's what part of why I'm doing this event, you know, because I want to have that available for people. I'm not doing these events to like make money. I'm not trying to make profit off of people. I'm just simply trying to create a space for people to connect with each other, and for people to like network and be able to socialize and just kind of get themselves to that next step that I feel like we don't really have too much opportunities to do that as is. So now moving a little bit more towards the present. So we're in January. I launched a Discord group meant for creatives, like local fashion creatives based in Florida. I feel like I said Florida twice, but anyways. And within a couple of days, we've already gotten close to 30 members, which is amazing. And I am so happy that we're growing, and hopefully with this video, it's gonna also help people. It's gonna help it get a little bit more like traction and more people joining the group, because it's pretty much, I want to bring the same type of accessibility to networking and that social bubble of fashion creatives, but I want to bring it to like people's phones. I want to make it a little bit more accessible to where people can connect with others, where people can introduce themselves, or they can show their outfits, where people can talk about or ask any questions. So I'm really excited about this group, and I really just hope that it does well, because I've never done a Discord group. I only joined like a few Discord groups for like gaming and like other fashion designer stuff, but I've never actually had one my own. So I'm curious to see like how it does, and I do hope that it does well, and people like are engaging, and they're you know, just contributing to that and using it for what the purpose is. There's that. If you have a Discord and you want to be a part of it and you're native to Florida, that's the key, is that you have to be in Florida to be able to join the Discord group, because this is just for us. I don't want it to be for like New York or freaking LA. Like, you guys have your own thing. This is just for Florida. I want to talk about the next fashion mixer coming up. So we have a date, February 22nd, which is a Saturday night. It's a week after Valentine's Day, so I didn't really want to do it too close to Valentine's Day, because, you know, people are gonna be having their own celebrations for that. So I didn't want to like interfere with that. So I just decided to do it a week after. That's also going to give me enough time to market it, to plan it, to make all the promo. The location that's going to be at, it's at Tico's Forest Cafe, which is a Costa Rican cafe in Orlando. It's like maybe 5 minutes from downtown Orlando. So this is key to like what I was trying to accomplish, which is make it very accessible for most creatives. So by the time I release this video, I've already I already have everything done, which right now I don't, but I'm gonna pretend that I do. So now for those who are gonna be in Florida that date, I invite you to come to the next fashion mixer in Orlando. I'm gonna be leaving the link for you to RSVP down below. So what we plan to do for this mixer, we're pretty much gonna be doing a similar vibe to the last one. So we're gonna be taking it a step further, and we're gonna have like a curated drink menu for that night. We're also going to have some live music going on, some cool vibes, some lights, some projector going on again. A lot of people loved the projector last time. We're also just we're gonna have a good time. Now, I decided to add one more thing to the end of this mixer. What we're gonna be doing is that instead of us just ending at like, let's say 10:30, we're actually going to be having kind of like an after party, which everyone who RSVP'd for that mixer is invited to. It's going to be a back-to-back live DJ set of Josh, me, and then Nico, who also DJ'd at the last event. And we're just gonna have a jam and have a good time, you know, dance, have some food, have some refreshments, and we're just gonna have fun. We're gonna have a ton of fun, and I wanted to do it like this so we can just focus on the mixing, and then for people who are kind of like in that like party mood, you know, they can stay after and just jam out and just have a good time afterwards. So I'm excited to announce this, and for those who are interested in RSVPing, I'm going to be leaving the link down below through Partyful. You can RSVP as you know, as soon as it opens. We're gonna have a limit, like a max amount of RSVPs that we're going to sell for that night. We are gonna have a wait list, so if we hit our max capacity, whoever's on that wait list, if let's say someone cancels or someone you know, gets their name off of it, or this, you know, whatever happens, then those on the wait list will have the opportunity to RSVP and be part of the fashion mixer. Again, thank you guys so much for all of your support and watching this video. I mean, honestly, just thank you for taking time out of your day to watch this video, and I'm so thankful for that. But peace out, guys, and see you at the next video. It's gonna be the part two of the November diary.